Welcome back, guys, to the Orlando Huskies franchise. It is week 5 of season 7. The 3-1 Huskies taking on, or the 3-1 Jaguars taking on the 2-2 Huskies here in Orlando. Jaguars with one of the best offenses in the league. The Huskies coming back with 2 wins in a row, looking to make it 3 after an 0-2 start to the season. Jaguars quarterback Jake Jackson, 88 out of 123, 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns, and no interceptions on the year. Huskies defense looking to make that 0 turn into a couple of numbers. 1st and 10 from the 23, Jackson under center. It's a play action pass, and Gage comes in untouched, gets the sack. Makes it a 2nd and 20 from the 13-yard line now. As Jackson hits Jake Long. Solid tight end for the Jaguars, picking up 6 on that catch, makes it a 3rd and 13 from the 20-yard line. Still without Darrell White and Benji Wilson this game. As a nice throw from Jake Jackson to the receiver on the outside, Dunbar. 20-yard pickup with Steven staying on the coverage. Makes it a 1st and 10 from the 40 after the 20-yard completion. And a nice hit from Kitchens, knocking that ball loose. An empty look now for the Jaguars. 2nd and 10 from the 40. Huskies send a blitz here, and Larry Sims gets to him. But a nice catch on the side by Dunbar. Another 21-yard catch for the receiver Dunbar. Now a 1st and 10 from the 39. They go with a counter play here, and the running back has a lot of room. Shane and Dylan tackle him down at the 7-yard line. Albert with a 32-yard rush. First and goal from the 7. Jackson under center here. Hands it off to Albert. And Keith Jackson with a nice tackle after a 3-yard pickup. Makes it 2nd and goal from the 4. Jaguars come out in a goal line set now. And a false start for the Jaguars, backing them up 5 yards. Makes it a 2nd and goal from the 9. Jackson remains under center here. As Jackson tried to fit it over Dylan, just threw it a little bit too far as the receiver couldn't come up with it. Now it's a 3rd and goal from the 9. Jackson and gun here for the Jaguars. They go underneath, right over Juan Cole's head, and John Long with the touchdown for the Jaguars. That's where you'd like to see Darrell White. Darrell White probably deflects that down at least. Juan Cole's never put his hands up, and the Jaguars take an early 7-0 lead in this one. Now Gage Bloodgood will return this from around the 1-yard line, and Gage brings it all the way to the 29. Nice return from Gage, and here comes Josh in the offense. Josh is 69 to 115, 1,000 yards and 9 touchdowns, but has those 5 interceptions on the season. And he's going to have to play a lot better with keeping the ball safe and keeping the offense on the field. But a 1st and 10 from the 29. It's a handoff to Sutherland, who picks up 1 on the carry. As Angelo Ford remains the starting guard for the Huskies, waiting the return of Benji Wilson, but a 2nd and 9 from the 31. Josh drops back the pass, hits Jamal underneath, and Jamal picks up 11 on that catch. Look at Jamal Hype over there jumping up and down. 1st and 10 from the 42. Josh ain't gun here. Drew Stevens to his right. The blitz comes in. Redmond gets the sack. Nothing was open downfield. Josh didn't want to force it. Now a 14-yard loss makes it 2nd and 14 from the 28. A bunch to the right. As Josh was hit, as he threw it, bounces off the lineman's head. Back in to the Chiefs or Jaguars DB or D lineman, I should say. Redmond picks it off and returns it for 6. The craziest pick 6 I've ever seen. Deflected off of a lineman's head backwards into a defensive end who returns it for a touchdown. Makes it a 14-0 lead now for the Jaguars early in this game. This is not what the Huskies wanted coming out, but a 1st and 10 from the 25. As Josh finds Drew Stevens, breaks one tackle. Drew Stevens off to the races. Down to the 28-yard line, and that's a nice answer from Josh. Finding Drew downfield. 1st and 10 from the 28 now. Sutherland in the backfield. As Josh steps up in the pocket and is sacked down back at the 35-yard line. And this Jaguars D-line is eating right now. 2nd and 16 from the 35. 2 tight ends on the field. Play action pass here. Damian is wide open. Josh puts it on the money. 1st down, Huskies. Makes it a 1st and 10 from the 16 now. Huskies inside the red zone. Josh under center here. And it's a handoff to Drew Stevens. Couldn't make the first man miss. Only picks up 2 off of that carry. Brings up a 2nd and 8 from the 14 now. Trips to the left now for Josh. As Damian in the back of the end zone all alone, and Josh just misses him. Has to put that one on the money, but now a 3rd and 8 from the 14-yard line. Empty look here for the Huskies. Jaguars send a blitz. Josh to Hunter. Hunter down to the 2-yard line. Nearly got into the end zone once again this season. 1st and goal from the 2. Will be the last play of this first quarter. The handoff to Drew Stevens, and he powers his way into the end zone for a Huskies touchdown. Making it a 14-7 ball game heading into the second quarter, as the defense is going to have to get a stop here for the Huskies. A crazy pick 6 is the difference in this one right now between the Jaguars and the Huskies. James Aldridge will kick this one deep. About a yard or 2 deep in the end zone, but will be brought out. As it looks like Connor makes a tackle on the kick return down at the 26. And here comes Jake Jackson in the offense. 1st and 10 from the 26. Jaguars did it both in the air and through the ground last time. As they go right back to the ground here. As Keith Jackson can't bring him down. Shane can't bring him down. And Albert is off to the races, and nobody's going to get him. A 74-yard touchdown for Kirk Albert after 2 broken tackles. What a run by Kirk. As the Huskies defense struggling against one of the best offenses in the league in the Jaguars. One of the most high-powered offenses. Arguably the best receiving core in the league. See if this offense can answer, as Drew Stevens having a very nice season already with 5 touchdowns. And he's added a lot more into the air than that he has in his past. 1st and 10 from the 25 now. Bunch to the right. Josh to Hunter, and it's picked off. What a play by the DB Young to jump the route as Josh kind of floated in the air for a little bit. As Josh turns the ball over for the second time this game, now a 1st and 10 from the 31. Play action, a bootleg here for the Jaguars, and Kitchen with a nice tackle, tackling him short of the first down line. Second and inches from the 22-yard line. A screen to John Long. Huskies sent a blitz and nearly got there, but Jackson does a nice job to buy enough time to get it to Long. Down to the 14 now. First and 10 from the 14. A nice out route to Dunbar, who has been cooking Steven Stain pretty much all game long. Steven Stain not having the type of season you'd expect from him. But Keith Jackson picks him off in his first pick as a Husky. As a last-second adjustment by the defense forces a bad throw from Jackson, who never expected zone. But Josh to Jamal underneath. Picks up another 11 yards on the catch, down to the 31. But a nice job by the defense, getting the offense back the ball, and now a 1st and 10 from the 31. The handoff to Drew Stevens, and Stevens has a lot of running room, down to the 44. First and 10 from the 44. Now a bunch to the right for the Huskies. As Josh, a little inaccurate on the comeback route, had Jarvis. Just couldn't find him the ball. Now he's 2nd and 10 from the 44. 4 receiver set here for the Huskies. Straight to Jarvis, who hangs on to that one, falling forward down to the 42-yard line. 13-yard catch for Jarvis' first catch of the year. 1st and 10 from the 42. Josh under center, trying to scratch his way back into this one. It's a handoff to Hunter on the jet sweep, and Hunter picks up 7. But Alex Stockton, our new starting center this season, hurt on that play. Now we will see the rookie in for Stockton. Now he's 2nd and 3 from the 36. As the Jaguars send a blitz, Josh gets it out early to Damian, down to the 24-yard line. Let's hope to hear some news about Stockton. But a 1st and 10 from the 24. It's a handoff to Sutherland, who's pushed forward for a gain of 3, and Grimes hurt for the Jaguars. And Stockton will return. Stinger will hit the bench once again. 2nd and 7 from the 20-yard line. Trips to the left now for the Huskies. As Josh to Kylo, hangs on to that one, picks up the 1st down. As Josh has been pretty solid this game outside of the 2 turnovers. One wasn't really his fault, but the other one, a bad throw. 1st and 10 from the 11 now. Josh to Hunter. Picks up a nice 7-yard catch right there. 2nd catch of the game for Hunter. Now it's a 2nd and 3 from the 4-yard line. Stevens in the backfield. And it's a handoff to Drew Stevens. Only able to get back to the 2-yard line. Not able to pick up the touchdown. Now a 3rd and 1 from the 2-yard line. See what the Huskies can do here. As Josh is hit as he threw it incomplete on the play. Jenkins coming in off the edge. But the Huskies are going to leave their offense out on the field here. 4th and 1 from the 2. Josh to Drew Stevens in the backfield. Stevens couldn't get it. couldn't break the tackle on Matthews, who makes an excellent play. And a turnover on downs here, as Bishop couldn't make that tackle. Only a 2-yard gain for Albert, as the Huskies sent a blitz there trying to get into the backfield. Possibly cause a safety, but a 2nd and 8 from the 3-yard line. Jackson under center. Another run to Albert and CJ all the way from behind. And now a 3rd and 2. No timeouts called yet from the Huskies, trying to avoid giving the Jaguars more time. But now the Jaguars call a timeout. Don't like the look that they were in. 3rd and 2 from the 10-yard line. An easy completion on the play. Stevenson and Kitchen with the tackle and a timeout from the Jaguars. First and 10 from the 20 now. As Steven Stanton beat by Dunbar once again, but pushes him out at the 36. And Steven Stanton, after having an all-pro season, kind of resorted back to his old ways here, struggling. First and 10 from the 36. Jaguars have plenty of time here as they go with a check down, and Bishop nearly makes a play on that as Sheldon hurt for the Jaguars. They've had a couple of injuries already in this one. But a 2nd and 5 from the 31 now. As Larry Sims comes in. Couple of broken tackles for Dunbar, who's going off and hurt on the play, and the Jaguars' whole entire team is starting to get hurt. Dunbar having an excellent first half so far. 1st and 10 from the 21. A risky pass by Jackson across the middle. Ended up being completed. Now a 1st and goal from the 8. Caden coming in, hits him. And 1 second remains on the clock for the Jaguars. They're going to take their 3 here and go up 24-7 right before halftime. As the Huskies have no answer for this Jaguars offense right now and haven't been able to score a ton of points. See if that will change here in the second half, as Josh is going to have to play a lot better, and they're going to have to stop this run. And they're going to have to play man a lot better. Defensively, just everything has to get better. Have to get pressure after the quarterback. As Gage is going to fair catch that one in the end zone, and the Huskies will start at the 25-yard line. Looking at Drew Stevens' stats, and nearly was a broken tackle away from another touchdown. 1st and 10 from the 25. 4 receivers on the field. Play action pass. As Kyla with a nice catch across the middle, and a tight window throw from Josh to fit that in there. Now a 1st and 10 from the 42. Empty look here for the Huskies. As Josh looking downfield, Connor Kelly wide open, and he's off to the races. Touchdown, Huskies. We've seen that play multiple times this year from Connor in blown coverages, and Josh finds him again for a super long touchdown. And the Huskies make it a 10-point game, just like that. As they came out not playing any games. But a kick return by the Jaguars brings it to around the 19-yard line. It's Kirk Albert, 119 rushing yards on the day, has been frying this defense, who is desperately looking to get another stop. 1st and 10. Albert with his X Factor as well. As they go underneath to John Long. It's pushed out by Dylan at the 37-yard line. As the Huskies are getting basically no pass rush at the moment. 1st and 10 from the 37. A broken tackle there from Albert, and Keith Jackson with a nice tackle, having one of his probably his best game as a Husky so far. Now a 2nd and 4 from the 43-yard line. Receiver coming in motion. Go right back to Albert. Picks up another first down, and he's getting about 4 or 5 yards before anybody on this Huskies defense can get a hand on him. Now a 1st and 10 from the 48. As Vigil Hatcher with a nice tackle after a gain of 2 from Albert. Gonna have to figure out a way to get this X Factor off of him. 2nd and 8 from the 50 now. As Steven Stanton didn't drop back far enough, and another nice throw by Jackson to Springs. Picking up another first down, and they are targeting Steven Stanton a lot right now. 1st and 10 from the 29. Go with an RPO here. Steven with a nice tackle after a gain of 8. Second and 2. Albert spins out of a tackle. Keith comes back and finishes it at the 5. And what a run by Kirk Albert, who is dominating this game right now for the Jaguars. 1st and goal from the 5. A bunch look for the Jaguars, and another completion underneath as Jackson hooks up with hooks right there for a gain of 2. 2nd and goal from the 2 now. And an easy touchdown for Kirk Albert. And that might be too much for the Huskies to handle right now. Down 31-14. 2 minutes left in this 3rd quarter. It's been all Jacksonville in this one. As Gage is back there, a yard or 2 deep to return this. And Gage is off to the races, was 1 block away from returning it down to the 35-yard line. And offense coming off of a very nice touchdown pass by Josh to Connor. Looking to do more of the same here. 1st and 10 from the 35. Down so much, have to probably abandon the run game here. As Hunter open deep, couldn't break the tackle down to the 37-yard line. Josh put that one on the money that time. 1st and 10 from the 37. Empty look here for the Huskies. As Josh is going to step up and take off, running downfield, slides down at the 14. The offense going to hurry back to the line here. As a 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line. As Josh is now sacked on that one by Neighbors. 2nd sack of the game for him. 2nd and 18 from the 23. Flynn in the backfield for the Huskies. Josh drops back the pass, hits Peters underneath, and Peters has a lot of running room. Tried to truck his way forward for a 1st down. Another Jaguars injury. And their entire team has gotten hurt this game pretty much. 3rd and 2 from the 6. Empty look here for the Huskies. Connor Kelly was getting stuffed at the line by the press, but found enough separation to fit that ball in there. Now a 1st and goal from the 3. Drew Stevens in the backfield, and it's a handoff to Drew, who's walking into the end zone for his 6th touchdown of the season. Making it a 10-point game once again, and 1 stop from this Huskies defense switches this entire game. As James Aldridge kicks that one deep. It's a nice tackle by 28 right there. See what this Huskies defense can do on 1st and 10. They go with a stretch, and Shane with a great open field tackle on the outside on Albert. Might have caused Albert to lose his X factor with a tackle of loss 4-2 there. And he still has it. 2nd and 2 from the 24 now, though. Jackson under center. And a quick throw by Jackson. Might have just slipped out of his hand right there, making it a 3rd and 12. They go underneath, and Shane and Kitchen are there to wrap them up, and the Huskies defense finally gets this stop they've been desperately needing. 4th and 6, and the Jaguars will punt it. And a score here makes it a 1-possession game. Anthony Reddick back there on the kick return, or the punt return, I should say, brings it to around the 27. Josh in the offense looking to score once again. 1st and 10 from the 27, bunched to the right. Play action pass as Josh misses Peterson wide open on that one. It's 2 bad misses to Peterson, but besides that has looked pretty good all game. A 2nd and 10 from the 27-yard line. Empty look as a blitz comes in. Damien wide open. Down to the 45, and now Neighbors is hurt. He's had a very good game for the Jaguars. I'm pretty sure he was the one that got the pick 6, not the other DM, but a 1st and 10 from the 45. Play action pass. And nearly picked off as that one was thrown behind Hunter. He was open on the play. Josh just couldn't put enough on it. 2nd and 10 from the 45 though. Play action pass as Josh goes underneath 200 there. Only a 3-yard pickup. Third and 7 from the 48. See if the Huskies can pick this one up. Josh, 200, overthrown. He was open on the route. Now 4 down territory here for the Huskies. 4th and 7. Game on the line. Can the Huskies convert here? And Hunter comes away with it. What a catch by Hunter Purcell down to the 19-yard line. Found him in the cover 2. Josh hit him. Hunter goes up, makes a great catch. 1st and 10 from the 19 now. Sutherland gets the ball, and Sutherland is off to the races using his blockers. Touchdown, Huskies. 19-yard touchdown for Steven Sutherland, making it a 3-point game here for the Huskies. James Aldridge will kick this one deep with just under 5 minutes remaining in this one. Huskies down 3. They're being down a ton all game. We're down 31-28 at one point in this game. Now a 1st and 10 from the 24. That's Sutherland! Stanton drops a pick. What a play by Steven Stanton. He's been getting torched all game, and that play almost made up for it. 2nd and 10 from the 24 now. As wide open on the edge, Keith Jackson pushes out Miller. These are some very tough receivers to stop. So I'm shocked they've gone away from the run as well. 1st and 10 from the 49. They go with a play action pass here. And Keith Jackson couldn't make a play on it. Shane pushes him out at the 11-yard line and hooks with a great catch. First and 10 from the 11. The Huskies have to hold them to 3 or get a turnover here. It's Keith or Kirk breaking tackle after tackle down to the 3-yard line now. They go with a run, and Albert easily walks into the end zone, putting the Jaguars up 10 once again. As the defense had their opportunities there to get some stops and just not able to get anything. Couldn't break up a pass, couldn't pick them off. Now the offense coming back out 10 points. See if Josh and the offense have an answer here. First and 10 from the 25. Empty look here. Josh couldn't fit that one over the linebacker. Swatted away. Tried to go right back to Hunter. Now a 2nd and 10 from the 25. Huskies spreading them out wide here. And Josh fit that one in right before the safety got there in the cover 2. A great throw from Josh. Now a 1st and 10 from the 45. They bunch to the right here. As Josh just checks it down to Drew Stevens, who makes one guy pay as Redmond now hurt for the Jaguars. 2nd and 3 from the 38 now. Bunch to the right. Stevens in the backfield. Play action pass now. As Josh is sacked and he's fumbled. And the Jaguars pick it up and they're going to return it for a touchdown. They have a pick 6 and now a fumble 6. And that one will most likely do it. It's 3 turnovers. Not being able to stop this offense is going to end this game as the Huskies winning streak of 2 is going to fall. This Jaguars going to move on to 4-1. Unless something extremely crazy happens here. With a 1st and 10 from the 25 now. Josh is rolling out. Only able to get 1 on the scramble. He's looking downfield, nothing. Now a 2nd and 9 from the 26. Josh just checks it down to Drew Stevens. Only able to get 3 on the catch. The Huskies hurry back to the line. 3rd and 6 from the 29. That one goes to Hunter, but only another 3-yard pickup. Nice catch by Hunter. Makes it a 4th and 3 from the 32. And they're going to hand the ball off to Drew Stevens, who breaks 1 tackle. Still fighting. That will bring us to the 2-minute warning, though. Huskies down 3 scores in this one. After a fumble 6, a pick 6, and Kirk Albert having a career day. Just too much to handle for this Huskies offense, but Hunter Purcell back out there down to the 36, and he's having a very good game. 1st and 10 from the 36 now. Right back to Hunter, down to the 18 now. 1st and 10 from the 18. Huskies moving down the field quickly here. As that looked like PI and no flag is on the field. As Damien was drilled before he even had the chance to catch it. Now a 2nd and 10 from the 18-yard line. Jamal with a catch underneath for a pickup of 3. Josh over 300 yards on the game. 400 yards, I should say. 3rd and 7 from the 16, though. Josh 200 once again down to the 3-yard line. 1st and goal from the 3. The handoff to Drew Stevens. 7th touchdown of the season. Just boosting the stats at this point. The Huskies being down 10. They'll attempt an onside kick here, but James Aldridge with the onside. As the Jaguars hang on to it, and they're going to hang on to this victory. A dominating victory for the Jaguars here. 1st and 10 from the 49. It's Kirk with a 5-yard carry there. 13 carries, 156 yards, and 3 touchdowns for Kirk Albert. Dominating performance. The Huskies are going to fall to 2-3 on the season, and they have struggled. They've looked good in some games. Other games, they've struggled. Josh, 96.7 QB rating, 25 of 35, 415 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Drew Stevens, 3 rushing touchdowns on the game. Steven Sutherland with a big rushing touchdown. Hunter Purcell, 9 catches, 138. No touchdowns, though. Connor Kelly with that long touchdown. Solid game for everybody all around. And a sack allowed from Stevens, Frank Webster, from Josh, and Alex Stockton. As Keith Jackson and Stanton led the team in tackles. Keith with probably his best game as a Husky. Gage and Shane with a tackle for loss. Gage with a sack. Keith with a pick. A pass deflection from Kitchens. No forced fumbles. And the Huskies fall to 2-3 on the season. They're going to have to figure it out. They're going to have to stop turning the ball over, and they're going to have to get stops on defense. But we'll see if they can do that in week 6. I'll see y'all then. Peace.